The latest on DeflateGate. Our Adam Schefter says there are, quote, unquote, back-channel conversations between the NFL and the Patriots to see if the league and the team can resolve their differences without an appeal or possible litigation. Turns out NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell and Patriots owner Robert Kraft have already met, spoke, and even hugged per an industry source who witnessed it. Goodell and Kraft each attended a birthday party Saturday night where they were spotted on a couch talking by themselves for quite a long time, per one source. And for those asking why Patriots suspended equipment assistant John Trashimsky and locker room attendant Jim McNally if those two did nothing wrong, as New England claims, according to Schefter, the NFL asked Patriots to suspend them prior to discipline being handed down. However, an NFL spokesman denied the report. So, this is the latest on DeflateGate. Skip Bayless, your take.
First of all, I'm a little surprised after the report from Peter King, and help me out on this because you had Peter on your radio show yesterday, the great Peter King.
Along with the great Skip Bayless.
I was, until the phone didn't work. I think he cut me off.
He probably did.
Yeah, I was making too strong.
I think
I had him on the run.
You had him on the ropes.
All of a sudden the phone was
You had him on the ropes, yeah.
And it wasn't my phone, it was their phone. But that's a whole nother issue.
Well, the less time you talk, the more time there is for me.
No, see.
That's a good point. So, Peter King interviewed Bob Kraft on, I believe, Friday, and then reported it in a Monday morning quarterback on Monday.
Yeah.
Okay, 50 minutes.
Yeah.
So from Friday to Saturday night, man, a lot changed because Robert Kraft went after Roger Goodell in the interview with Peter King, right? And he went website on Roger Goodell just last week with their 20,000-word rebuttal by their attorney, the Patriots attorney, to the Wells report. So I'm a little surprised, but again, the depth of their relationship goes way back. We've talked about how Goodell's really been the #1 supporter, the staunchest supporter of Roger Goodell.
Robert Kraft is,
Robert Kraft of Goodell. So look, is it possible that on the team level there could be a back channel, sort of off the record, pre-appeal mediation going on here between mended fences, Kraft and Goodell? Sure. But those are on the team penalties of draft choices and fine. Would maybe Goodell say, hey, let's kind of kiss and make up here. Maybe we did overreact. Maybe we're a little too hard on you guys. Maybe we reduce your fine to, I don't know, $500,000 and instead of a first-round pick, it's a third-round pick. I don't know. But there are two different issues going on here. There's the team issue and there's the Tom Brady issue. There is no way Tom Brady is going to mediate this pre-appeal. There is no way he even cares that much about the appeals process, as I've told you. Even if Roger Goodell presides over the appeal and says, Tom, you know what, you make a couple of good points, we reduce your suspension from 4 to 2 games. Even accepting a 2-game suspension is accepting some degree of guilt. Am I right? Yeah. Tom Brady says he's 0 innocent, 100% innocent, and 0 guilty, 100% innocent, and is prepared to go to court. So again, team sanctions could be reduced because of the long-term relationship between Kraft and Goodell. But Brady is a whole nother issue here, and I still say it might require court for Brady to attempt to completely clear his name, which we both agree has already been tainted probably permanently.
Well, then Brady's going to bring more stress down upon himself. So be it. I mean, you know, you walk around talking like Tom Brady's going to stick out his chest and put on his Superman cape. This ain't throwing touchdowns. You're going up against Roger Goodell in the NFL or league office. So bring it on. Yeah. I mean, the fact is
he's
that,
bringing.
Well, you know, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. And Skip, I would caution you to let's see what happens, because here's the thing. Bountygate is entirely different than this.
Okay, so why are we talking about Bountygate?
But what I'm saying to you is this, because Bountygate, Jonathan Vilma and those guys made a case. Think about what you're saying here. Jonathan Vilma and those guys were on the field laying licks on a Brett Favre and others, okay, where Brett Favre had to damn near be carried off the field for the NFC Championship game. And you're saying that the hits that we were seeing, which took place within the confines of a 60-minute football game, right? They went out to hurt him intentionally. Well, most football players that are hitting you are trying to put licks on you. They want to paralyze you for the moment. Okay. They want to make sure they cave your chest in. They want to make sure you're scared to come across the middle. They want you limping off the field. They're proud when they take you out of a game, etc., etc. You're saying, as Roger Goodell in the league office, you attached a bounty to that and made it so salacious, so incendiary. You understand? It was almost considered a criminal act, all right? That, and you're saying this is what is somebody's mind, and then talk about pay for play and all of this other stuff. No, Jonathan Vilma and them fought that to the hilt, and they should have, which is why I apologize to them. Tom Brady and DeflateGate is different. And the reason why is because the issue at hand is deflated footballs. The issue at hand is what Tom Brady knew about it. The NFL is not the court of law. They are the court of the NFL. They can simply sit back, Skip, and say, go ahead and take us to court. We don't believe you. All right? And what are you going to do? You're going to take them to court, and you're going to say, I am 100% totally innocent. And they're going to say, well, you know what? We believe circumstantial evidence incriminates you, but also we don't like the way you conducted yourself during the investigation, so that has something to do with it.
That'll come out in court.
All right. So what I'm trying to say to you is this. Let's say, for example, the court sat there and said, well, you can't prove he deflated the footballs. You can't prove he did, can't prove he did it. But they are prone to send it back to the league because they don't want to get in the middle of what's been collectively bargained in terms of Goodell's power. So then we go back to Goodell's power. And Goodell's power is stipulated in such a fashion that if he believes that you have been uncooperative, that alone could justify him giving you 2 games. So even if Tom Brady is innocent about the deflated footballs, Roger Goodell could sit there and say, you know what? You were acting up during the investigation. You were uncooperative. I still don't believe you, but since they want to say we can't definitively prove that you did it, I'll reduce it to 2 games because the 2 games is because you were uncooperative. What you going to do then? You going to sit there and say you can't prove I was uncooperative? What are you going to do?
First thing you've done is you have sued Roger Goodell for defamation. If it comes to that's exactly what Jonathan Vilma did. He sued Roger Goodell for defamation. First thing he got was he was granted an injunction to allow him to play football without suspension. Right?
Right.
So it's possible that the first thing that would happen is Tom Brady would get to play game 1 if he got an injunction.
Well, how many games did Vilma miss?
I can't remember when the
but he did miss some. He did miss some, and not only that, how much? I'm not sure he did. I think so. I think so. Let's double check that.
I don't think he missed it.
Well, listen, I'm telling you right now, these guys, there were prices that they paid, which was why Roger Goodell was willing to concede. I'm just telling you right now, look, 4 games.
Okay,
Tom Brady's not going to walk away unscathed.
You keep sort of poo-pooing. Oh, it's just deflating the football, not a big deal in your eyes. The big deal to Tom Brady is he has been nationally branded a cheater.
I agree with that.
A cheater.
I agree with that.
And he says, I didn't cheat.
I agree with that.
So the only outlet that he has, the last hurrah for him is to go to a United States court and say, I'm here to prove my innocence.
Right, and I'm telling you, and the only case that I'm making definitively, I can't make a case that Tom Brady directly had something to do with deflating the footballs. He has been branded a cheater. He has been branded a liar. It is defamation of character as far as I'm concerned. I get all of that. But the reason why your cooperation during the investigation matters so much is because you do play under the shield of the NFL.
Okay, again, the only thing I know that he was uncooperative about was he wouldn't give up his cell phone.
It does not matter what the only thing was. If the NFL mentions in their own words that they believe you were uncooperative, and they're saying that contributed to the penalty, there is no court in the land that can come and accuse the NFL of lying about him being uncooperative. You could sit there and say something about the deflation of footballs, but you can't sit there and determine for the NFL what the definition of cooperative is during an investigation.
Remember,
you can't do that.
Patriots attorney sat in on all these interviews, so he will testify on Brady's behalf.
You mean the same Patriots attorney that brought up the deflator and the guy was talking about losing weight?
Yes, that
attorney attorney.
Well,
he loses all credibility reaching with him. With his
I
sorry
assume
self.
Robert Kraft wrote most of that, or at least
Really?
signed off
Come on, Skip.
Come on.
The lawyer.
I told you
Robert Kraft wrote
like
the deflator.
parody. Yeah,
Robert Kraft wrote the deflator.
You don't think he signed off on all of it?
Robert Kraft.
You think he read it before it went up on the website?
You could lean. You could lean on the expertise of your team attorney. The deflator. Robert Kraft wrote that down. Really, Skip? That's where you going? That's where you're going. Robert Kraft wrote the deflator. He meant that he was losing weight.
Joke.
Really?
Well, again, he's saying, Robert Kraft was saying to Peter King that a lot of the things that were just jokey texts between the two attendants were taken as fact, and the leap was made to connect
because
Brady
Robert Kraft is the owner, and he is standing by his personnel who have sworn to him they are telling the truth. Robert Kraft is not doing anything wrong here. Listen, this dude is special. I love me some Robert Kraft. He's standing behind his guys, but that doesn't mean he's aware of every little nook and cranny.
Do you think he fully believes that Tom Brady is 100% innocent?
I do believe Robert Kraft believes that.
Yeah.
I do believe he believes that.
So he's not just standing behind.
No, that's what I'm saying. But that's what I mean when I'm saying that.
Okay.
Let's not play semantics here. Of course I believe he believes that. That's why he's taking this position, because he believes in him wholeheartedly.
So what do you think he should tell Tom Brady to do now? I'll take your 2 games and just go on about it, just play on?
Skip.
No, he's not going to say that.
He shouldn't tell Tom Brady to do anything if Tom Brady's issue is about being branded a liar and a cheater. But if Roger Goodell sits there and says, okay, fine, I can't prove that you deflated the footballs, but damn it, you were uncooperative, and because of that alone, you're getting 2 games.
That's your definition of uncooperative.
No, that's Dan, not me, Skip. I don't care.
No, I'm saying you're Roger Goodell. You were speaking as Roger Goodell. I said that's yours, Roger.
Okay, I'm speaking as Roger Goodell.
Yeah.
That's what they said. I'm saying no court in the land can come along and tell Roger Goodell what the definition of cooperative is. They can't do it. It's his league. It's his league. You can't, the court can't step in and sit there and go like this. Well, we can sit there and talk about you didn't prove he deflated the footballs. But then Roger Goodell sits back and with Troy Vincent and Ted Wells and them. Look, he was uncooperative. We could have got to the bottom of this months ago. He did a poor job of addressing his own interests. We weren't satisfied. This plays a role in the severity of the penalty. And then the court's going to come and say, no, we can ignore that.
That's where you always lose me. You yourself, you're the first proponent of right to privacy. There's no way you would give up your cell phone under the same circumstances.
You know what? You keep lying. You did that on my radio show yesterday.
I did, because I got you.
I'm going to do it again. No, because you keep misquoting me. Okay. Kerry Chim, good Lord. Help me, girl. Here's the deal.
That's absurd. What you're about to say is absurd.
No, what I said was this. Ted Wells, not me. Ted Wells said, he told us, do we need to get the tape and play it again? He said, I'm only going by what he said. He said, I told them, I will not take your cell phone. I will not leave this room. If you just show me emails or text messages relevant to DeflateGate, I will take you at your word. Just show it to me, and they wouldn't do it. No, I would not give anybody my cell phone. I don't want nobody to see what's up in here. I'll be the first to admit it. But the point that I'm trying to make to you, Skip, is this. Outside of that, if you ask me...
You got nothing to hide. You got nothing to hide.
I got nothing to hide, but you either give up your cell phone and your emails or you do not.
No. That's ridiculous.
This is an investigation. We're going to pin this man with
I got him. So this is an email. This is a laptop with an email. I can't pick out an email and show you. I got to show you my whole email box. I can't just pick out an email, open the email, and show it to you. I can't do that.
Suspend you off the emails you pick out and give to me. Are you
Come on now.
It would be laughable.
Please. It's nonsense. You could have shown. He could have shown the text message. He could have shown the text message. He could have shown the email. He refused to do it. He brought this on himself. Period.
You would have brought it on yourself.
No, I would have showed those text messages or email. I wouldn't have showed everything else. I'll be first to admit that.
Like
and they wouldn't have my phone.
You would have been like,
oh, no. I wouldn't have done that.
I would not have done that. Here's 5.
There would have been those 4 other texts about deflating the footballs, and you say, I'm not going to show them.
No, I would have shown the things relevant to DeflateGate. I would not have shown my personal emails with the wife and other things. No, I would have kept that to myself.
Okay.
He's a reporter. He has sources.
You can have mine.
You're a reporter. You have sources.
I'm open book.
Really? You don't mind people looking at your stuff?
Nope, you can have
Please.
it. I'll show it to you in the break. You can have my phone.
Please.
I'm taking a look at it. Jonathan Vilma missed the first 5 games, but he had a season-long suspension, but he was recovering from a knee injury, so he really didn't do any technically. We're speaking of BountyGate.
Okay.
We're going to look at their phones when we come back. Dolphins have made their move. Ryan Tannehill is their guy moving forward. More about the deal and what it means for Miami when we return. Back in a moment.